In a stunning turn of events, automotive giants GM and Ford have issued a shocking ultimatum: the potential shutdown of their EV production lines. This bombshell announcement has sent shockwaves through the industry and left experts and enthusiasts alike scrambling for answers. Amidst growing concerns over supply chain disruptions, chip shortages, and logistical hurdles, GM and Ford are facing unprecedented challenges in keeping their EV operations afloat. With production timelines in jeopardy and mounting pressures on profitability, the future of electric mobility hangs in the balance, navigating the turbulent terrain of EV adoption. The automotive industry is undergoing a seismic shift towards electric vehicles, driven by environmental imperatives and government mandates. However, the transition to EVs presents formidable challenges for major automakers like Ford, GM, and Stellantis. Government mandates, particularly in the US under the Biden administration, require a significant portion of new vehicle sales to be electric by 2032. While these mandates align with sustainability goals, they also necessitate massive investments in research, development, and manufacturing infrastructure. The pressure to electrify, government mandates, and industry response. Governments around the world are telling car companies that they need to make more electric cars to help the environment. In the US, Biden wants a big chunk of new cars sold to be electric by 2032. Following similar rules in Europe. This sounds good for the planet, but it's tough for car makers like Ford, GM, and Stellantis. They have to spend a lot of money on new technology and factories to make EVs. They also need to improve batteries and make better electric engines. Consumer concerns and industry realities. Consumer concerns are shaping the adoption of electric vehicles, with safety, charging infrastructure, and affordability being key factors. Safety worries arise from reports of battery fires and recalls, like Ford's recall of the Mustang Mach-E cars due to battery issues. Addressing safety concerns is crucial to building trust and encouraging widespread EV adoption. Charging infrastructure presents another hurdle. Unlike gas-powered cars, EVs need charging stations, but these are unevenly distributed and charging takes longer than refueling. Industry challenges and economic implications. The automotive industry is facing a monumental shift as it transitions towards EVs, presenting significant challenges for manufacturers and the wider economy. One major hurdle is the immense capital investment required to switch production to electric. Converting existing factories, updating assembly lines, and ramping up battery production entails substantial costs and operational changes. Uncertainties about how many consumers will buy EVs, the development of charging infrastructure, and government regulations further complicate investment decisions, adding layers of complexity for automakers. The role of policy and regulation. Government policies and regulations play a crucial role in shaping the trajectory of EV adoption, influencing industry dynamics, market incentives, and consumer behavior. By setting standards, providing incentives, and establishing a regulatory framework, policymakers aim to accelerate the transition to electric mobility and address environmental challenges. One of the primary ways in which policymakers promote EV adoption is through regulatory mandates and emissions standards. By setting targets for EV sales or imposing emissions limits on EVs, governments incentivize automakers to invest in electric vehicle technology and reduce greenhouse gas emissions. For example, the Biden administration's ambitions for EV adoption in the US have spurred investments in battery manufacturing, charging infrastructure, and R&D. Government incentives such as tax credits, rebates, and subsidies also play a critical role in driving consumer demand for EVs. Additionally, policies that support the development of charging infrastructures, such as grants, loans, and regulatory mandates, are essential for alleviating range anxiety and increasing the accessibility of EVs. Regulatory frameworks governing vehicle emissions, fuel economy standards, and environmental protection also influence industry behavior and investment decisions. Automakers must comply with emissions regulations and environmental standards, driving innovation in cleaner, more fuel-efficient vehicles. Moreover, policies aimed at phasing out fossil fuel vehicles or banning the sale of internal combustion engine vehicles in favor of EVs creates a clear market signal for automakers and consumers alike. Toward a sustainable and inclusive future, the transition to EVs represents a pivotal moment in the evolution of the automotive industry, with far-reaching implications for sustainability, economic prosperity, and social equity. As we chart a course toward a sustainable and inclusive future, several key concepts and principles must guide our collective efforts. First and foremost, environmental sustainability must be at the forefront of our agenda. EVs offer the promise of reduced greenhouse gas emissions, cleaner air, and decreased dependence on fossil fuels. By transitioning to electric mobility, we can mitigate the impacts of climate change, improve public health, and safeguard the planet for future generations. However, the pursuit of sustainability must also be accompanied by a commitment to social equity and inclusion. We must ensure that the benefits of the transition are accessible to all members of society, regardless of income, geography, or background. This requires targeted investments in underserved communities, equitable access to clean transportation options, and policies that prioritize environmental justice. Moreover, the transition to EVs presents an opportunity to catalyze economic growth and innovation. By investing in R&D, manufacturing infrastructure, and workforce development, we can create quality jobs, stimulate economic activity, and position ourselves as leaders in the burgeoning clean energy economy. In conclusion, while the road to widespread EV adoption may be fraught with challenges and uncertainties, it is also paved with promise and potential. By embracing innovation, fostering collaboration, and prioritizing sustainability, we can navigate the turbulent landscape of EV adoption and usher in a brighter, greener future for generations to come. If you found this video helpful, remember to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell to stay updated with our latest content. Let us know your thoughts on the topic discussed in our comments section.